I'm Wolf, and this is Arcanaignition. The moon is in its third quarter tonight, and I'm gonna read some tarot. My question this evening is from my dear friend Ocean. And Ocean and his partner are two nature-loving, tree-planting, animal-rescuing, artsy, wonderful humans. And Ocean and his partner have a 1-year-old, and they have another baby on the way. Congratulations, guys. The first one is lovely. And they just got a job offer in Kenya. So lots of exciting stuff. And Ocean wants to know things about where they should go and where they should live and what kind of land would offer their family the most growth and what state or country or place would offer the kids the best life and education and health and community and all the things that we get by being in a spot. And Ocean's question is, what key things should we be looking for as we research the next step of our journey? Okay, well, Ocean, I am super honored that you would ask me such a monumental question about what to be aware of while you're researching and figuring out where you're going to raise your children for the next X amount of time. And an interesting thing about living in Corona times is it's proven how we can't take anything for granted, how no matter how many plans we make and things we decide to do, sometimes, frequently, things change. So let's find out what the Golden Art Nouveau tarot deck has to say about your question, Ocean. The first card that I'm pulling for you King of Cups. King of Cups is magnanimous. King of Cups is so generous and benevolent and unfazable and chill that he can sit on this rock in the middle of the ocean and have it splash all up on his throne, and he's chilling. King of Cups is master of emotions. King of Cups is calm and steady and cool. He is air of water. And when I think air of water, I think of the little droplets that spray when the water crashes. I think of bubbles in the water. And these things are a result of water's turmoil, but they themselves are not turmoil. They are ocean spray and little sea creatures at the bottom of the ocean kicking up bubbles. I'm also seeing in this card in the corner a humpback whale is leaping out of the water, and on the other side a red ship. So for your first card, Ocean, we got King of Cups in the middle of the ocean. And the second card that I'm pulling for you Ace of Cups. So cups again represent emotion, specifically the maximum emotion that exists, which is love. So emotion and love and feelings and liquid and sloshing around and fluidity. And the ace is the pure energy of that suit. So we have here the Holy Spirit at the top of the cup, and lotuses floating below, and fountains spilling out, overflowing. When I say that an ace is the undifferentiated energy of the tarot, what it means is that it hasn't yet taken form. This is a potential for love and a potential for emotional connection and enjoyment, but you still have to reach out and take it to make it manifest. The lotus is seen by Buddhists as the embodiment of the spirit. It grows in mud, and then it sets its lily pad above the water, and then out of that it blooms. So it's the blossoming of the spirit on top of a substrate of lily pad, water, mud. And that is what a lotus is. So the opportunity for this blossoming of spirit. And there is a purity about this card and a beauty. And it's a lovely card to get while you're pregnant. The last card I'm pulling for you Final Judgment. And Final Judgment, it's what you've been working towards all this time. It's trumpets blaring and angels appearing, and it's a very now or never card. A lot of the tarot I see in the context of reincarnation and things repeating and cycles. And this card is saying something about this being your one shot. And it's your one shot in this specific human body, in this lifetime, in this particular situation, in this family configuration as it exists now. And you are being called upon to do something great. You are being called upon by trumpeting angels to make the most of this round here on Earth. All right, what do these three cards say together about the key things you should be looking for while you research the next step of your journey? So we have the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Final Judgment. And I want to point out that the Judgment card is a major arcana card. And in the journey of the Fool throughout the major arcana, this is the second to last card. The last card is the Universe. So this is the card right before the end-all, be-all, conclusion and completion of everything. This is you being called. This is the ground you've set and what you've been working for. So we have this coming to the end of something big, for lack of a better word. And we have this sense of newness and this following the path of love. And it sounds trite, that phrase, follow the path of love. But like a lot of phrases that sound trite, if you really dig in and you embody it, following the path of love is wow, such advice. And following the path of love is also advice that usually makes your next step obvious. Like, what should we do? Well, is this the path of love? That's a great criteria. So I'm seeing you as having these calm-centered resources deal with this question and to be able to approach it in a centered and balanced way. And I'm seeing that my advice is to follow the path of love and expect epicness. Expect the world to be epic. And I'm not sure if you can prepare for epicness or if you need to prepare for epicness. And I would say that you have already prepared for epicness. You've been building your skill set and your knowledge base and your family and figuring out what you want and honing your dreams, and things are happening on a scale that is only possible because of your laying those foundations. So what key things should you be looking for as you research the next step of your journey? You should be looking for the path of love. You should be allowing it to be epic and huge. And you should allow yourself throughout it to embody and also to seek out people who embody this placid, calm, cool, I got this energy. I hope that helps. Have a lovely evening. If you're watching this and you want to send me a question, you can send it to arcanaignition@gmail.com. And if you're watching this and you see this reading and you have an alternative interpretation which you think would be helpful to Ocean as he contemplates the next step of his journey, then feel free to post it in the comments below.